everyone. My name is Prabjot Thandi. I'll be your president for this year, and I'm a junior health science studies major from Houston, Texas, and I've been a part of Ballroom since my freshman year.
Hi, I'm Abby Spicer. I am the vice president of the Ballroom Dance Society here at Baylor. I am a sophomore apparel design student, and I originally come from Fort Morgan, Colorado.
Hello to all the beautiful ballroom people out there. My name is Christine Stein, and I'm your secretary. I'm a junior nonprofit marketing major. I come from Cedar Park, Texas, which is just north of Austin, and I've been with the Ballroom Dance Society since I was a witty-bitty freshman.
Hey everyone, my name is Lauren Hammonds, and I'm your friendly neighborhood PR head and your membership chair.
Hey everybody, my name is Tyler Cox. I am a senior film and digital media major from Frisco, Texas, just north of Dallas. Yes, I am your your leadership assistant for this semester. And this is my second year of Ballroom.
Hi everybody. One of the first principles that we want to teach you at Ballroom is foundational for all styles of dance. And that is the ballroom hold, how dancers position each other when they're about to dance. This is essential for three main reasons. 1, it provides structural support while you dance. 2, it allows for open communication between leads and follows to signal what you want to do while you're dancing. And 3, it looks nice. So now we're going to take a look at the follows positioning in the ballroom hold. You want to stand feet shoulder width apart, have a straight posture. Your right hand will be up and grasping the lead's hand. Your left arm will be strong and lightly resting on the mid-shoulder/bicep area. Now let's take a look at the lead's positioning. And my lovely fiance, Isaac, will be demonstrating this.
Hello everybody. So, for the leads, once again, feet shoulder width apart, just like the follows. And your left hand will be out to hold the follow's hand. Your right hand will be just underneath their arm, holding the bottom of their shoulder blade.
So let's take a look at what this is together.
So, starting with the feet.
So right now, our toes are practically aligned. If I step forward, I'm going to step on Isaac's foot. No bueno.
Not good.
So, what the follows need to do is step slightly out of position just over their right foot. That way, if they step forward between my feet. If I step forward, I'm not stepping forward on the lead's feet. All right, now you're not going to run into each other. Great.
Makes for happy partners.
So let's demonstrate the arms now. First, we're doing the right hand for the follow and the left hand for the lead. You're going to high five, turn, and grasp. A little bit closer, high five, turn this way, and grasp. Your thumbs should be side by side.
This helps for turning later on.
And now, your left arm lightly on the bicep, under shoulder area, and the lead, just on my shoulder blade. And this part is really important because this area right here, where our arms are touching, is vital for structure and support while we dance. There is strength, obviously, but there's also give that allows for a bit of push and pull.
There are extremes to this situation. One extreme is when we're completely limp. And what this means is that if I'm stepping forward and she's, talking to a friend over there, not looking at me, then I'm going to bump into her and knock her over. And then she's not going to ever want to dance with me again.
And if we're too tight, then no movement can happen. He tries to lead me forward, and I'm just like, no, we're not doing that. So firm, structurally supportive, but with a little bit of give.
And if it's too firm, it kind of feels like you're attacking each other, not like you're dancing.
So the second thing that this hold provides is open communication between a lead and a follow.
We just talked about how you want to be able to feel the other person coming if they step forward, even if you're not looking at them.
So the lead will signal to the follow to step forward through this hand.
Mm-hmm. So slight pressure backwards for the follows from your leads means that they are stepping forward. Keep a note of this, leads. This is your best way to avoid running into your follow. So when I'm stepping forward, I prep a little bit with my body and I give a little bit of pressure. And that's very, very smooth and nice. Makes them feel good, makes you feel good, makes everyone else jealous. That's what we like.
And if we have to go forward for some reason, it's just a slight tug on the shoulder blade.
Yes, this is exactly where you would pull them back. This would be a good rock step, a corte, and tango, any of those sorts of moves where you take a step back.
And you will learn what all of that means later.
It's fun.
And this also allows for turns. It is just the best way that the lead can communicate to the follow without having to say, okay, I'm going to turn you now, or okay, let's start dancing, right?
Step back.
No.
Step back.
So hopefully that was helpful. Let us know if you have any questions. Thank you.
Alright guys, let's talk about ballroom posture for a second. So this applies to both the leads and the follows. You want to make sure you're both standing nice and tall, upright, appearing confident, shoulders wide. Now for your feet, you want to make sure that they're staggered, leads and follows, such that each of you should be able to kick your right foot in between each other's legs. And this way, because you're offset a little bit, you won't be kicking each other in the feet or stepping on each other's toes. And you want to make sure you don't have noodle arms. You want to be almost rigid so that you should be able to support your own weight and your own arms and actions, and not relying too much on your partner to help you with supporting your weight. Alright, so now let's talk about the line of dance for a moment. So the line of dance is essentially the way everyone on the dance floor moves. So in terms of ballroom dances, you want to make sure you're dancing on the periphery or the outside of the ballroom dance floor. And the movement is going to be in a counterclockwise direction, so opposite of the way the hands on a clock move. And normally we don't want to cross the center of the dance floor. That's a no-no. Unless you're doing something... Actually, no, just don't. Because you don't know what's going to be on the other side of the dance floor. You might run into a wall or another pair of dancers, and we don't want that. So now let's talk about what happens if maybe there's a couple in front of you and they're moving too slow, and you're moving too fast or somehow slowly catching up to them. Now, we don't want you to run into them, so what you want to do is maybe take note of that and maybe dance on the spot for a moment until you have a little bit more distance or leeway before you can move forward again. And be courteous to people in front of you and behind you in the line of dance. Don't move too slowly, depending on the speed of the song and what's happening. If everyone is somehow stopped, maybe just stop as well, and you can all dance on the spot. And then once everyone starts dancing or moving forward again, you can continue with that as well. So just pay attention to what's happening around you. Move around the outside in counterclockwise direction. Don't cross the center, and you should be fine.
Another ballroom basic that's very important to know is the difference between the lead and the follow. So if we go back into our hold, right, remember that for the follows at least, your left arm goes up on the lead's right shoulder, and then leads, make sure that your arm goes around your follow's waist, and then follows right hands and leads left hands will hold. And one of the most important things to always remember, especially since women are typically follows, remember women are always right. That's right, which means our right feet go first, always. So, almost always. So you're always going to step back with the right foot and everything. It's important to know as a follow to follow your lead. Leads, it's important to know that your stance needs to be strong and firm. Your follow isn't going to know where you want her to go or what you want her to do if you are not strong yourself. We don't want any of this like dead, fishy, limpy business. Because then I'm never gonna know where to turn.
So what is ballroom etiquette? Well, we as a ballroom dance society here at Baylor aren't very formal. However, what we generally do is we will approach our partner. You do not have to either be the lead or the follow. You could be either. We do not demand that the lead has to ask the follow. Gender rules are really not a part of our thing here. So what you just do is you go to your partner and you say, "May I have this dance?" or anything to that effect, or "Would you like to dance with me?" And they will usually accept, and you will then walk to a space in the ballroom floor and start dancing.
Okay, so now let's talk about hips. So these apply to both leads and follows. So regardless of which role you're going to be dancing in for a specific dance or with a specific partner, men and women, you can both use your hips. Don't be shy, either of you. Here's a video of me doing some cha-cha. I'm not the best at using what's called Cuban hip motion, which we'll probably talk about in a different lesson, different video. But usually, you want to move your hips when you're doing maybe sort of Latin kinds of dances like cha-cha, maybe even tango. You want to like lift your legs up, move your hips. Really feel the music, and don't be shy. It's part of the dance. Be expressive, and just go along with the music. What feels right. But yeah, the main takeaway: do not be shy with maybe wanting to move your hips a little bit.
Now, one thing I see a lot is everybody likes to lead and follow and kind of dance with a flat foot. So just kind of how you'd walk. Except that's not really how we want to dance in ballroom dance, especially if you're the follow, because leading as you walk doesn't give you much reaction time. It doesn't allow you to be moved by your partner, so any movement that's trying to tell you to be pushed back or forward, you don't necessarily get because you are kind of grounded there in the feet. So what I like to do is I just kind of like to raise a little bit on the balls of my feet so that when I moved, it can easily just go back to where you're supposed to be, where you want to be. Um, for that purpose, I generally like to wear heels, although you don't have to. But I find it's just very helpful to be on the balls of your feet because that way you can move to the rhythm and in syncopation with your partner a little bit more easily. And although it's more important for the follows, it is also a helpful thing for the leads to be able to lead with that ball of their foot.